his Shadowlife album. He was kind of felt like he was kind of pushed into that one because of the power struggle. It was kind of like he had half-hearted into it, and you guys were really into it. You didn't want him singing a certain way. Personally, as a fan, I don't think it was not my favorite Dokken album just because it feels like it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
It should have been a
it
different.
did not.
Should have been a
It
different
did
group. Is
not.
what it should have been. You know what
It
I mean?
didn't come out great. No question. Yeah, I mean, well, that's pretty true. I mean, what happened was, I think there are a couple good moments on it, but I mean, it just didn't come out as a good, solid
Yeah,
overall doc. It would be a decent record of a new band that was coming out in the 90s trying
absolutely.
something kind of melodic, you know?
But a different
Um,
singer though. That was not Don's voice for that album. It just wasn't. Maybe Robert
yeah,
Mason could have done it.
but
Different
but
singer.
but we didn't force Don to sing a certain way. I will say that, I mean, I think he kind of caught the spirit of where we were coming from, because the opening track on the record, "Puppet on a String," which of course sounds nothing like Dokken, he really got into that. I mean, he was very into that. So don't let him get, excuse the album too much. But
No, I take
yeah,
everything with a grain of salt with Dokken at this point. You have to.
yeah,
That's
you
why I'm
do.
asking you a
Uh,
little perspective
Yeah.
on the.
But Don was also clear at the time, like, hey, I think we're kind of veering off too far, and he was right about that. I agree. So mixed bag. We try. It was the mid '90s when we started it, and it was like, we felt like we had to try something new. And when we went off to Arizona to write the music, we were on fire. We were having a great time and everything was going really well. I just think that when it came to doing the record, I mean, I thought Kelly Gray did as best as he could under the circumstances, but he was probably the wrong guy to pick as a producer. I mean, it was mid '90s. He was kind of, he had done Candlebox, so I think there was the thought of getting a '90s thing in there, but that's not what
He
the
said that was
audience.
you guys. He said that was you and George. That when he met him, he was like, the guy's like, yeah, I don't like your singing. Told this what Don told me that Kelly didn't like he didn't like John's his melodic, his little vibrato voice there. So it kind of felt like that put him in a bad spot. Once again, this is
Well, that's it. It wasn't that George and I were all, actually, it was our manager who suggested him, and we just went along with it. It wasn't a huge opinion on it. But when we met Kelly, we were impressed with his dedication of wanting to take us in a new direction, which is what we wanted to do at the time. So
right.
again, I think this is nothing against Kelly, but I think I think Don was right. He would have been the wrong choice. Um, but Don he didn't make a big thing like, let's not use him either. So, I mean, I remember them talking about his voice and Kelly saying he wanted him to do stuff. He didn't say he didn't like his voice, by the way. He said he just wanted him to try different things. Uh, and that was wrong. That's not what we should have done, but we did. It's over with.